Welcome to the Kim D Snyder Show. This is episode number 086. It is Friday, September 24th, 2021, day 7 of my journey to 7 figures, 1 woman, 20 hours a week. I want to talk to you about cultivating referral partners and cultivating those relationships. It's been quite a few meetings this week, and so I'm trying to summarize them to help as I go through them and figure out what I talk about, and so I could provide some value to you. And there's a couple things that I want to share. So the first one is, I get this question enough that it is, how long does it take to cultivate these relationships? And I would say that when I belong to these groups, I don't expect to get any business from them for a year. The first year, it's just building relationships. And I think it comes down to that know, like, and trust factor by Bob Berg. He mentions that it's 7 to 10 touches, and I think that's really true. It takes a while to get to know people. Now, if you meet outside of that group and see them more often, then I think you can speed that process up. But I would say that if you expect to join a professional organization, you should expect nothing within a year. I think the next thing is that what is it that you talk about? And so, you know, if you meet these people in person or you meet online, I think it's the same thing. And it goes back to one of the things that I mentioned before, one of my previous videos. If I can find the link, I'll put it in. But it is, you know, share what you just finished, share what you're working on, and share what your want is. And, you know, you can take that variation, and as your relationship progresses, you can go deeper in those. And for example, you know, you can share, you just finished maybe an initiative or working on a philanthropic project. So it doesn't always have to be work related, right? Because as you get to know these people, it's not just work. You want to actually know them, and then you can help them in all aspects. And so, you know, if it's initiative, philanthropic, a project, a tough customer, heck, it could be a home renovation. It could be purchasing a new home. It could be anything. So, you know, find out what they just finished. Find out what they're working on. And this one's really important too, because it could be, maybe they just finished a tough customer. Maybe they're launching a new service. And this is a way, if you talk about like a new service or a new product or a new book that you're writing or new training, this is a light way to let them know, you know, that you might be looking for customers. Plus, it's a good way to talk about your product because you are mentioning what you're working on and it's not really selling. And so that's a good tip. You really want to be able to provide information in the form of either resource or contact for them. And so it depends. And so, you know, sometimes I deal with a lot of, or sometimes I just deal with B2C business owners, and I don't have a lot of consumer-based content. And so what I try to look for with them is more contacts or information I can help them with. When I'm dealing with other business owners that are B2B like myself, it's much easier. I can put them in contact with people much easier. I have way more resources, but I can definitely help either, and I do try to be resourceful. Try to do introductions to them if I can. I'm still on track to doing about 2 a week. And it's not always, again, a customer. It could be they're looking to expand, or they're looking for another referral partner. It could be they're thinking about a new stream of business. Do I know an expert? It could be they're new to an area, new to an industry. I've met some business development folks that are newer to the area, and I share with them some groups that they might be interested in. And, you know, I just want to be a resource for them and help them and cultivate those relationships. The one thing that you should never do in these meetings is tell them that you need customers or you need business. I think that's implied. I think that is what we're all doing. It is there, but I've had that done to me a couple of times and I feel really slimy. It's like, oh, so what are you looking for? What do you want? More customers. Okay, well, we all do, but we're on one-on-one. I'm here to open up the door for you to see who I can help you with or what. And I may or may not be a customer, but I think that's kind of obvious, but I can point you to a group or something else that's more resourceful. So that's the one mistake don't make. So those are the 3 tips that I would say for you as you learn to cultivate these relationships and foster those relationships as you get to know each other better. So for the show notes for this episode, please go to kimdsnyder.com/086.